Hello, I'm Calvin Martin. I do theater, and I do jazz band, and I do choir.
Okay, cool. So how old were you when you knew this is what you wanted to do, like be in the theater and perform?
I still remember it very clearly. I was in 6th grade, and we did just a general music class on Wednesdays. The music teacher was talking about the play and how auditions were coming up, and I waited until everyone else in the class left. I pretended like I was fixing something, I don't know, and then went and got an audition form and hid it so that no one would know.
Yeah. What school did you go to when you were in sixth grade?
Terrace Park.
Okay, so that's pretty close.
Oh, yeah.
So not too bad. So you were in sixth grade.
Mm-hmm.
And did you tell anybody? Like, obviously you didn't tell the kids in your class, but did you tell your mom or your dad or anybody?
Yes, I asked my mom before I auditioned because I'm a good little child.
Yes. So you're always going to tell them, so. Okay, so what or who inspired you to get into theater? Was it just your own
It was a
thing,
spur of the moment decision. Just,
Oh.
well, I think I want to do this, and then it was huge fun.
or- So how were your 4 years of high school from freshman to senior? How did it all play out?
It went pretty well. Freshman year, I heard a lot of people complain about being freshmen and how it's so terrible, so I decided that I wasn't going to do a single homework assignment outside of school just to prove that it's really easy.
Oh my goodness. And how did that turn out for you?
Well, it was a terrible idea. I freely acknowledge that. I made it through the skin of my teeth.
Oh, wow. Okay. So how was the productions for the 4 years? Were you involved in your freshman year and on?
Freshman year, I was leaving school one day, and someone came up to me and said, "Hey, Calvin, are you auditioning for the play?" I said, "What play?" So I auditioned for it, and I got in, and I've been doing the plays here ever since, and they've always been exceptional at the end. We usually scramble right before we go on, right before we open, to get it together, and then at that point, it's very good.
So what are your main goals, I guess, in life? Like, once you leave, what are your main goals?
I'd like to be an engineer. I'm kind of a lame person. See, I want to wake up in the morning every day and then eat breakfast and then commute to work on the freeway and sit at a desk and do computer work and then commute back on the freeway and get home. That is actually what I want to do with my life.
Why? Why do you want to do that?
I don't know. It just appeals to me the way that adventure appeals to other people.
Okay. Do you want to have the theater performing in your life still?
See, I don't know. I definitely like to perform, but I don't feel like it would be a good career move for me. So maybe something on the side.
Yeah, that sounds. Okay, so has anyone at the school really like inspired you in any way, like any teachers or classmates or anybody?
You may never hear me say this again. It's entirely possible. But when I was a freshman, there was a senior here named Ryan Woodyard. And I looked up to him a lot. He and I were very similar, and in fact still are.
That's cool. Do you guys still keep in touch?
We do. We
Cool.
perform together at times
That's cool.
on instruments.
It's really fun. Good. So what advice do you give to the upcoming thespians as you're leaving and
Prepare.
prepare?
Really, really prepare, because what you should do is come in for the first day of rehearsal just completely memorized. Know your script entirely.
Mm-hmm.
That is what will make the play best. Now, I understand that you're not going to do that. I get that. Nobody does. But really, really work at it. If you just try to coast through, it's not going to work.
Yeah, it's a group thing, and if like one person's off, I mean, the audience will tell. So
Yeah.
okay.
And it
So
ruins
just
the
prepare.
production entirely.
Yeah. So, okay. Cool. So what do you want to do after high school? Is it just do you want to go to college, or do you
Yes.
just want to start on the standard?
Well, you kind of have to go to college for engineering, but
yeah.
yes, I would like to go to college.
Is there anywhere particular you're looking that you would like to go?
No real specific places. I mainly just want to go to college. That sounds good to me.
Okay. You could categorize them if you'd like. How many drama, how many musical, how many choir?
15 plays. An uncountable number of musical performances. Because I'm with the choir, I'm with the jazz band, and Jazz 1 performs a lot, good lord.
Yes.
And then I host a music show on Friday nights, and so
Oh, cool.
I'll do solo stuff there.
So what do you do with that on Friday nights?
So I get there about 30 minutes before it starts, and I set up all the sound equipment. I set up the audience area.
Is it here or is it?
Edmonds, Cafe Louvre on
Oh.
5th Street.
Cool.
Yeah. And then there's 3 different musician slots, and between all of them I'll go up and I'll say hilarious things and make the audience laugh and just generally have a good time. And
Yeah.
then every other week I get a performance slot.
If you could describe yourself in one sentence, how would you do that?
I like to take abstract concepts and quantify them.
So, okay, is there anything else you'd like to add?
Kumquat and meteorite. I don't know, they're just kind of cool words. I figured I'd throw it in there somewhere.
With the taste of your lips, I'm on a ride. You're toxic, I'm slipping under. With the taste of your poison paradise, I'm addicted to you. Don't you know that you're toxic?